soon forget that group. Wait a minute. What do you hear? That is the worst any group has ever sung. But let me put this in perspective for you. They actually sang that better in Quebec. They don't even speak English in Quebec. I want to do a really special song for you. I haven't done this in a while, but somebody asked for it, so I'm going to try it. But this is a song written by a guy named Don Schlitz. And for those of you who don't know who Don Schlitz is, he's the same guy who wrote The Gambler for me some 30 years ago. And he has this amazing gift for taking a moment in my life or a moment in your life and putting it to music so that everyone relates to it. Now this song is about a little kid who plays baseball. If you haven't heard this, I beg you to listen close, because it is a wonderful story of Americana. Before I do this, I have to tell you a funny story. I have a website, and a few weeks ago I got a thing on the website from this lady telling me this great story that she thought was apropos of this song. She said, these two old guys met in 1955 at a Major League Baseball game. Baseball became their life. They went to every game they could go to. They became the very best of friends. So now they're in their 90s, and it's Joe and Sam. Old Sam's on his deathbed, and his buddy Joe standing next to him, holding his hand, and he said, Sam, I want you to promise me something. When you get to heaven, find a way to let me know if they play baseball in heaven. He said, Joe, I'll do that for you. With that, old Sam passed away. So 3 days later, Joe's at the graveside of his old friend. And the family backs up to give him his moment of privacy. And as he's looking down, he hears, psst, Joe. Joe, what, Sam? He said, Sam, is that you? You got to tell me, do they play baseball in heaven? Sam said, Joe, I got some good news for you, and I got some bad news. The good news is, yes, they play baseball in heaven. The bad news is, you're pitching Tuesday. You see, Richard, next Tuesday, he gets it. Little boy in a baseball hat stands in the field with his ball and bat. He says, I am the greatest player of them all. He puts his bat on his shoulder and he tosses up the ball. And the ball goes up and the ball goes down. Swings his bat all the way around. The world's so still you can hear the sound. The baseball falls to the ground. Now a little boy doesn't say a word, picks up the ball, he is undeterred. He says, I am the greatest there has ever been. And he grits his teeth and he tries it again. And the ball goes up, the ball comes down, swings his bat all the way around. The world's so still you can hear the sound. The baseball falls to the ground. He makes no excuses, he shows no fear. He just closes his eyes and listens to the cheers. Now the little boy, he adjusts his hair, picks up his ball, stares at his bat. He says, I am the greatest, and the game is on the line. So he gives us all one last time. And the ball goes up like the moon so bright, swings his bat with all his might. And the world's as still can be. The baseball falls, and that's strike three. Now it's summertime, and his mama calls. Little boy starts home with his bat and ball. He says, I am the greatest, and that is
gosh, that's